아마 얼굴에 살이 좀 더 있었을 거예요. 거의 막 빠질 때는 괜찮았다. 그 빨간 색깔 배경 그 복도
BTS News Today. Under the dark Seoul sky illuminated by neon lights and the reflections of thousands of phone screens, the world suddenly trembled beneath the same notification that appeared almost simultaneously. Jungkook is now live on Weverse. There was no teaser, no warning, no official schedule. ARMY, who were relaxing, working, or just about to sleep, immediately scrambled toward the app. And within seconds that felt like a magnetic pull dragging millions of eyes, the viewer count exploded uncontrollably. 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. Not even a full minute had passed. Comments flooded the screen so fast that even the usernames became unreadable. The camera showed Jungkook's face under the warm lighting of his small studio room, his hair slightly messy as if he had just finished something intense. He smiled lightly, raised his hand, and waved at the camera. And unexpectedly, the world collectively held its breath. There was something in his eyes that night. Not just exhaustion, not just joy. It was the gaze of someone holding back many stories, as if the world wasn't ready to hear them yet. "Annyeong," he greeted, voice raspy after hours of singing. The wave of comments became even more chaotic. The viewer count approached 1 million within 3 minutes. And then, as if fate was teasing, the numbers surged again. 2 million, 3 million. People started tweeting, posting, translating, quoting, and analyzing faster than logic could follow. Suddenly, Jungkook-related tags dominated trending lists in multiple countries at once. The world was asking, what's going on? But the astonishing part wasn't just the number of viewers, it was the atmosphere. Jungkook looked different tonight. He held back small laughs every time he read playful comments. But there were also silent pauses in which he stared at the camera as though looking at someone far away, perhaps even his past self. The room was filled with small things, a guitar against the desk, a hoodie hung carelessly, an unfinished plastic cup of coffee, torn lyric sheets at the edges. The scene felt intimate, too personal. But maybe that's exactly why millions couldn't leave 0.4 million viewers. For 0.7 million. Then, inevitably, the number broke 5 million. 5 million pairs of eyes watched Jungkook speak softly into the edge of the world. A new record for the platform. A phenomenon. Media outlets immediately began typing headlines even before thinking. Korean digital channels displayed banners. Jungkook Live breaks world records again. Rumors spread that the weverse server trembled, some users being thrown out, then rushing back with a surge of adrenaline. When the viewer count peaked, Jungkook paused, bowed his head slightly, his teeth catching his lower lip. A silence fell, heavy weighted. "Wow," he breathed. "I didn't expect this." He laughed, closed his eyes, and for 3 seconds, the world went silent with him. When he opened his eyes again, he stared directly. "You're all still here." That simple sentence ignited an eruption in the comments. Nostalgia washed through longtime ARMY, the ones who had followed him since tiny stages with cheap lighting. Jungkook confessed he'd been drowning in vocal practice, musical exploration, and experimental sounds he wasn't brave enough to reveal yet. But his tone suggested something bigger, something too heavy to carry alone. "These past few days have been hard," he said softly, without dramatizing. 5 million ears leaned in. He didn't explain details or the source of the weight, but his expression spoke louder than context. Creative pressure, internal friction, fear of stagnation. Then he added, "But there's someone who keeps telling me to keep singing." No name was mentioned. But the internet without patience is like gasoline. Rumors ignited immediately. Global fans began to dissect every syllable, speculating connections. Meanwhile, immersed in the glow of the live, Jungkook picked up a guitar and played a spontaneous melody. His lips formed lyrics no one had ever heard. His voice wove unnamed emotions into the night. And 5 million people realized they were witnessing history. A secret song being born before the world even knew its title. Mid-phrase, Jungkook halted, smiling shyly. "I shouldn't. My Hyung will get mad." Comments exploded. "Which Hyung? Jimin? Hoseok? Someone from management?" Guessing became an international sport. Suddenly, his phone rang. He glanced sideways, laughing. "Hyung, I'm live," he said, turning on speaker briefly before quickly turning it off. A muffled voice sounded like playful scolding from the other side. 5 million people witnessed a private moment, breathless, as though sitting in the same room at the 28th minute. The mood grew sentimental. "I'm often scared," he admitted. "Scared of losing, scared of disappointing, scared of stopping my growth." Each word echoed deeply within ARMY's collective consciousness. He was no longer the boy dancing on a school stage. Not just the nervous trainee. He was a global artist carrying silent burdens. But he closed his confession with a smile. "But seeing you all still here, 5 million people choosing to sit in front of a screen just to hear me breathe, I think that's enough." A heavy breath followed, as though he swallowed something threatening to fall as tears. Bedrooms worldwide suddenly felt warm. Moments later, a new notification appeared for viewers. Taeyun commented. His message, "Stop making us cry." Then a comment from J-Hope. "Clean that table, Jungkook." The room erupted in laughter. Beneath the humor lay tenderness. In the last minute of the live, Jungkook looked into the camera much longer than necessary. "Keep listening to my music," he murmured, "and wait a little longer." He closed his eyes. His lips moved silently. "You matter." Then the live ended abruptly. No outro, no fade, just silence. But the chaos had only begun. Within minutes, Korean, Japanese, American, Brazilian, French news portals launched headlines. On Twitter, #JungkookLive surpassed 12 million posts in 3 hours. On YouTube, thousands of theory videos emerged. Screenshots of Jungkook's stillness mid-breath spread like wildfire. Vocal coaches analyzed his vibrato. Fan analysts mapped background items like forensic investigators. HYB issued a short statement. "Please stop spreading unauthorized audio." The statement only sparked more curiosity. Then an amateur clip spread online. A man in a black jacket entering the HYB building at 2 a.m., carrying a guitar, masked face, but everyone knew it was Jungkook. Fans wondered, was the live connected to secret recording sessions? A heated forum thread claimed the melody Jungkook played used trap ballad structure with minimalist synth layering, an unreleased concept. Music analysts speculated wildly, but the most viral moment was a 3-second video of Jungkook's blank, yet meaningful stare into the camera. ARMY named it the stare. It became TikTok sound, meme template, wallpaper, even a digital mural in Times Square commissioned by fans. The world was hypnotized by one spontaneous live, and hidden behind all the madness, one question burned. Who exactly was this someone telling him to keep singing? Most eyes turned to BTS, especially one name whispered in rumors, Park Jimin. Known for grounding Jungkook's emotional cycles, known for saying once, "Don't stop until you feel finished." Yet Jimin remained silent. He hadn't posted. He hadn't appeared. Fans waited. The next morning, as Seoul's sunlight brushed HYB's glass walls, a blurry leaked photo surfaced. 2 silhouettes sitting face to face inside a studio, heads bowed, sheets of lyrics between them. Though blurry, ARMY did not need clarity. Speculation ignited like uncontrollable wildfire. And so the question became global tension. Was last night's live the first signal of something that would change 2025 forever?